You want raw truth? Strap in. Lewis Hamilton has just taken a torch to Formula One's latest rule change, and he's not sugarcoating a single word. The FIA's clampdown on flexi-wings, officially kicking in at the Spanish Grand Prix, is being painted as a fairness move, a tech regulation refinement, a step toward parity. But according to the seven-time champ, it's a band-aid on bad regulations. Literally. In Hamilton's words, flexi-wings were the only real fix for a deeper problem. F1's current generation of ground effect cars are flawed at their core. They understeer at low speed, oversteer at high speed, and make life miserable for drivers trying to find a balance. That flexi front wing? It adapted. It helped. It made these brutal machines drivable. But now, that's gone. Scrutinized out of existence by new rigidity tests. So instead of aerodynamic solutions, teams are being forced to rely on suspension tweaks, mechanical grip, stiffness adjustments, a whole mess of trade-offs that could turn every race weekend into a setup nightmare. Hamilton put it bluntly. It made this generation of car much nicer to drive, so it's going in the wrong direction, that's for sure. And here's the kicker. He's not even sure why the change is happening. I don't know why this clampdown came about, if I'm really honest. Think about that. When one of the most experienced drivers on the grid, a guy who's lived through almost every technical era of the sport, can't understand the logic behind a rule change, maybe it's not about performance after all. Maybe it's about control. Or maybe it's about McLaren. Because here's where things get juicy. McLaren's been the poster child for exploiting the flexi-wing trick to its full advantage. And now, with Piastri and Norris sitting pretty at the top of the standings, suddenly the rulebooks are tightening. Coincidence? Oscar Piastri doesn't seem too concerned. In his words, "We don't have a magic bullet, and that's not our main strength." But that doesn't mean the effect will be zero. Carlos Sainz, now at Williams, says it might be a 1/10 swing up or down across the grid. And in F1, 1/10 isn't small. It's the difference between row 1 and row 3, between hero and footnote. Even Max Verstappen chimed in, saying the flexi-wing changes won't shift the world. But let's be real. When Red Bull says it's not a big deal, they're usually hiding something under the floor. Hamilton, on the other hand, he's not hiding anything. He's staring down the rulebook, calling it out, and warning fans that the real problem isn't the wings, it's the system. And if that's not a story worth watching, what is? This is Paddock Insider. We don't just repeat the press releases, we ask why. So if you're ready to hear what the big guys won't say out loud, smash that like, subscribe, and stay locked in.